Now welcome back to more of Dick Tracy, where I decided to split case 4 into 2 parts. So the last clue we got was to go to Cloak and Dagger Imports on 6th and G. So let's go ahead and make our way over there. I am gonna have to heal up at some point because, well, that's because I'm dying. So let's just make our way over here and see what we got. Let's see, this stage is a little bit different because there are some really cheaply positioned shooters, and also, there are going to be a lot more of those thugs running at us. So you kinda just want to keep turning and then punching. And fortunately, this rapid fire punching works out pretty well. And also what works out pretty well is shooting these guys from far away. And fortunately, you only need one bullet to take care of them. Okay, I might die here. Can you please hit him? Thank you. So yeah, I did have to use that one, but unfortunately that's just the way that this game gets later on. So let's see, I mean, this case is coming to a close pretty soon, so I mean, what I have enjoyed about this case is that it does up the difficulty without making things too tough, and then also, there are some things that I am gonna have to nitpick on, but like I said before, I am gonna save that for the ending. Okay, yeah, these guys. Yeah, that's kinda what I was worried about. So, let's see, I just gotta jump and shoot here. Alright, fortunately that went well. So, let's just go ahead and make our way over here. And of course, there have to be dogs in an office for some reason. Oh, hey, where'd you come from? Yeah, see, normally I don't condone animal cruelty, but in this case, what has to be done has to be done. So let's just go ahead and gas this dog. But unfortunately, animal cruelty wasn't really much of a thing in the, I guess, the Dick Tracy universe, but then again, that's just stuff that's just not right. But anyway, we got our 5th clue here, so we know that we have to visit the 1st and J basement next. And that's funny, wasn't there a B on our list? Well, fortunately, we will have to address that pretty soon. And I somehow ended up not taking damage there, so, well, that works. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here. And fortunately, since we do have plenty of health, we can just make our way over to 1st and J. And the easy way to find the J's is to, just go up. And then, just go over to the left once you, reach the maximum part. Or at least the furthest up you can get. This part's pretty obnoxious just because of some really obnoxiously placed enemies and also a lot of rats. And I am gonna have to gas them at some point. But, now, damn it. Yeah, like I was saying, I am gonna have to gas these rats at some point. And then, of course, that guy happens to run into my bullets. And yeah, I'm sounding like the testimony at Darren Wilson's trial, but like I said before, we're not going to be commenting about that. Then again, I am wondering if I should just make a blog about stuff that, I don't know, violates logic the same way that trial did. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that and then get shot some more. So that's not fun. Yeah, see, there's the clue, so I gotta make my way over there. And then this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because I am gonna have to make my way over there without these stupid rats killing me. And then it turns out the Brow is our bad guy. Okay, well, at least I made it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use another one of those things. So, let's see, yeah, more shooting guys to deal with. Yeah, this part gets a little bit tricky because there's a lot of stuff I had to jump over and past, and there's also just some really obnoxious enemy placement and also rats that show up out of nowhere. And really, in hindsight, it's the rats that give you the most problems in this case. But now that we know the Brow is our bad guy, I actually have to make a pit stop over somewhere else though. So we need to head on over to 5th Street. Let's see, was this 5th? I guess not. So, let's see, okay, yeah, that's where it is. Okay, yeah, this is where the station is. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pay Steve the Tramp a visit, and even though he has nothing to do with this case, he does have a first aid kit in the flop house that I'm going to want to get. So let's just make our way over there. Fortunately, it's just 5th and B, so it's a pretty short ride over. Or at least I think it's a pretty short ride over. Alright, so now that we're here, let's just go ahead and just beat some more guys up. I mean, fortunately, the enemy placement in this place isn't as bad, because seeing as how this was the first level in the game from before, I mean, the enemy placement isn't too tough to deal with. Let's see, I'm just trying to remember where this thing was. Oh, hey, buddy. Then again, that guy somehow blended in with the background. Yeah, that's what we want. And yeah, I kinda do want to have an extra first aid kit on me just in case. I mean, you never know what does happen. And while we're here, let's just go ahead and get a super punch. Just because I do kinda want to carry over that extra first aid kit, since we are approaching the end of the game, so... I mean, that's just something you always want to have on you. Alright, well at least I can shoot him in the leg. Yeah, we can actually talk to Steve the Tramp now and exit the stage, so... Actually, you know what, I think I'm just gonna do that right after I lure this guy down the stairs. Yes, taking advantage of 8-bit programming. And then when you interrogate him, this is what he says, and then this is the cop getting angry at you. So now that that's done with, we're gonna have to pay the Brow one more visit. So we gotta make our way over to 5th and J. And everything is actually exactly where it was before, so... I mean, we are basically going through the same stage over again. It's just a matter of just making it past all this stuff. So let's see, I gotta go up and then to the left. So let's see, to solve this, what we're gonna have to do is just... Yeah, we're gonna have to shoot these guys in the gray trench coats. Just because they're gonna be the ones causing me the most problem. And yeah, since we are approaching the end of the case, what I did enjoy about this case is just the start. But then it just got a little bit more obnoxious as it went on, but unfortunately that's just kind of the way NES games are. And at least the Tommy gun's the exact same spot as we remember it, so at least we got that going for us. Alright, just now you jerk. Alright, well that didn't go the best, but at least we got it through it. Let's see, yeah, I see you there. Yeah, so that didn't go the best, but we got through it. Just gonna have to make our way past this again. And also, I am planning on doing another weekend playthrough pretty soon. And I think you guys are gonna enjoy the content a little bit more than this one. And unfortunately, just the way this game goes is that it is a little bit tougher to come up with stuff, you know, to say, just because there isn't a whole lot to talk about with this game. I mean, the levels aren't really all that different. Okay, you get to get beat up first. Yeah, so I am trying to figure out just how to, you know, make that commentary more entertaining for this. Well, let's just go ahead and arrest this sucker. And then the police officer ends up praising me, so that's all fine and good. And now that the Brow is done, and so is case 4. So with that said, join me next time as we start the final case. I will see you then.